Huh? Hi. Okay. Yes. Good. We're back. The beauty of live television.
Exactly.
It's fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
As you can see, that we're getting wound up once again. What time is it? I have no idea what time it is. We've been at it all day long, but we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of CEREC here in the beautiful Venetian in Las Vegas. I'm Dave Temple, along with Bob, Markus, Bobby, and Dennis, and we're going to jump right in with the company is DENTSPLY and the product is CELTRA Duo. And so we're talking about a new block for the CEREC machine. Why don't we start with your company, and we'll branch from there and discuss amongst ourselves.
Okay, so we have started with this new block because as every R&D department looking for new things, and we look to the status quo before we starting, we see we have a block from Vita. It's about 30 years, the same, CEREC 30.
Right.
It's the same age, and this was working for all the indication with the right shade. And 10 years before, it's come with Emax, a high-strength glass ceramics. But we have seen it's a blue block, and it's not too shaded. And we thought we can merge both worlds together. So to have a high-strength glass ceramics, which is also two shaded and can also be milled in the two shade. So that was a start we had here, and we finalized it with our block.
You look like you want to say something.
No, not.
Yeah. Bobby, how about yourself?
Well, as a clinician, we're always looking to try new blocks. And when this one first came out, we were all a little skeptical. There's been some big names out there for many, many years. And I started using it about a year and a half ago, and it's really become my go-to block for the posterior, particularly for the molar region of the mouth. High strength. Some of the things we like about it is tooth colored, which may not be a big deal for some, but it's nice. Mills out wonderfully, and with about 400 in the mouth right now, I've had wonderful success.
Nice. Dennis, how about yourself?
Well, I got a little different perspective.
Okay, let's hear that.
Academic research.
Okay.
So I've done a lot of research with the materials in the CEREC system over the years, and as the technology's got better and better, more efficient, the blocks have to keep up. And this is an opportunity to maybe shorten some of the time at the chair to be able to handle these materials. It's in the high strength category. Maybe it will do as well. That's what we're hoping to find out with some of the clinical research that we're looking to do.
It's funny because it all really does come down to time management, money management, less of an impact on the patient itself, right? And everything that we can do, I say cooperatively, to shorten that time seems to be the most efficient.
Well, I mean, it's about the patient experience, really. I mean, it's easy for us to say, you need to do this to get this outcome. And it's a rare opportunity. We can put ourselves in a patient's perspective and say, well, I don't want to sit here for 2 hours.
Right.
I don't want to come back a third time. Okay, can I get it done now? And can we do it relatively efficiently? So it's not so much we're on a stopwatch, but if we don't need to spend an extra 10 minutes, that's a positive for everybody. If we can be as efficient and high quality as we like to be with the product, that's a win for both of us. And I think that this technology especially affords us that opportunity to do it.
I see this material and I say to myself, dentistry is measured in the margins, no pun intended. But we're running a business, we have associates, we have staff, we have patients. Time is always valuable, but at the same time, my associates at the time, they're working without me. They're possibly new to the game, and they want a material that is forgiving, that is able to mill beautifully, but with this material, we can try it in the mouth. We know the tooth color immediately. Did I mill correctly? Did I pick the right color? At that point, the clinician has a chance, an opportunity to heat treat it. And the strength's going to rise up to 380 megapascals. And that's where the margins come in now, because there's less chance for failure. So this is where I see this material is excelling, in the aesthetics and in the margins for the office.
Better margins, yeah. Back to your comment about being around for 30 years, the same as CEREC. Have you thought to yourself, do you think to yourself, is there a way to forecast what the next 30 years could be?
The next 30 years, I think there are new processes, and you need to utilize new materials. Vice versa, also you have known materials, and you can utilize it with new processes. So like also printing will be coming up. You know, everybody knows 3D printing, and it works now only for resin materials, quite good. It's only a matter of time, but the speed is a little bit low. But I think there are coming also devices which have a enforced speed, so they are faster. But you have the problem for R&D is to get it in ceramic materials, like oxide materials or glass, to get it like homogeneous, no bubbles in it. This is a really thing which we have to do. Yeah, but this is, I think, for the next 30 years, I think it's not very good for ceramic production. I think it's better to build up. Yeah.
It's interesting when you say the next 30 years. I've been doing this for 23 with CEREC.
Yeah.
When I started, for the first 10 years, you couldn't make a crown.
Right.
It wasn't strong enough. It wouldn't work. Okay? Look where we're at right now.
Right.
So when somebody says, what are you going to do in the next 30 years? I'm going to think the change we've made in the last 30, why do we even have to be in the patient's mouth? I want a camera that's going to see through the cheek.
Right.
Why do they even have to come into my office? If it's all technology, I could run it off my iPhone,
Right.
come in, check out a helmet, take it home, put it on, we'll do it through there. And if I can do it that way, how come the computer can't cut the prep? I mean, it's a robotic arm. You do surgery that way.
Right.
That's kind of funny, but you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
Well, we didn't think we could do high-strength ceramics at the chair.
Sure.
We can now. We didn't think we could do aesthetic restorations at the chair. They do them now. So it's really difficult to predict.
Well, I throw that out there to instigate thought. And we've gotten a lot of great feedback today about people saying, clinicians saying, well, you kind of got this close. I'd love to see this. And it basically just challenges thought.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way I see it is, it's not going to be 30 years. 30 years for CEREC now. But the way technology is moving forward, let's look at mobile phones, and let's look at computers.
Right.
It is doubling in a year, 2 years. Let's say at CEREC 35, what will we have?
Yeah.
And we just don't know what we're going to have then.
Good point.
When this box was created as CEREC, who would have thought that this is what it had done?
Well, look at it this way. 7 years ago with the Blue Cam, we couldn't do video. Why? The computer couldn't handle it. Now, when we first launched the OmniCam 27.5, they couldn't store the video on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now we can. So it's not just about the dentistry development. Technology is going to leap and bound. You mentioned, well, when we figure out how to print ceramics, I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to have a different material that will print and will replace ceramics. Somebody's going to develop it. It's going to be what's there.
See what that instigation of thought does?
Now, if I could come up with an idea, that would be great. I'm not that bright.
You got your homework ahead of you. Guys, thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Any closing thoughts that we didn't cover? Otherwise, we're going to move on to the next.
Perfect.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, guys, stay with us. We'll be back with more live from Las Vegas here at CEREC 30 right after this.